You are live. What the heck, David Blaine? Live. And so excited to be here. All right. Welcome to RNA Music. This is a test of the emergency broadcast channel, which we experienced today in Canton, Texas, because all kinds of like storms and stuff rolled through Texas and Oklahoma and is headed east. So, we're testing the live stream. Dastardly Dave, hello. Please give me feedback. I'm just going live again to test this thing. And this time I'm actually using a condenser microphone off the screen instead of the webcam mic. And we're going to see if the audio is better this time around. I don't know. Yeah, so there's a bunch of storms in Texas that just kind of rolled through. I'm back at the shop. Savinity, yeah. He said, yeah. I'm back at the shop to make sure it was still here and did not get destroyed from tornadoes. So I am here at the shop. Yeah, thank you, Dastardly Dave. Says it sounds good on a laptop. Okay, I'm trying to send this to Angela so she can see what we're doing. Not subscriptions. Give me my own stinking thing. I can't even find this live stream to send it to Mrs. RNA. It's on here somewhere. All right. Yeah, pretty crazy storms coming through. And we had a moment where we had to go hide in the bathroom inside of the walk-in shower with the doors shut. The siren for Canton, Texas, the big tornado, woo! Siren that goes off is literally like 2 houses away from us. And so when it goes off, it's pretty loud. Pretty loud. My dogs hate it, especially my German Shepherd. She is not a fan of the tornado siren. But I mean, I'm not a fan of tornadoes either. So the warning siren is, I guess, a good thing. Where's the stinking live stream? There it is. There it is. Let's just turn that on. Thank you. Let us find this. Yeah, so now thankfully it was, the cells went kind of right beside Canton, right around us. We did have one storm cell go right over us. And hold on, hopefully this doesn't feed back on us. We did have one storm cell go right. Ooh, there I am. Amazing. What a handsome fellow. That does, for that split second I heard that, it does sound like it sounds a little better. Ignore Angela. Chat, paste, click. Not ignore Angela. Do not ignore Angela. There it is. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it's. Let's turn that back on real quick. Turn it back on. Right over us. Huh. Like it sounds. Inception. There it is. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it's. Okay. To me, that seems like that sounds not bad. All right, awesome. Okay, sorry, I'm back to the chatty chat. Savinity, Leo, go live. What? Yeah, Leo, did you not get any tornadoes, Leo, where you were? We had tornadoes here. Hello, David from rainy and windy Eugene, Oregon. Well, it was quite rainy and windy in East Texas today. A lot of the local schools where we're at, Canton, Wills Point, Edgewood, Martins Mill, Ben Wheeler, Van, Grand Saline, all the schools let out early because the big, crazy thunderstorms and supercells were coming through this area right at about 3-4 o'clock when the school buses would be taking kiddos home. So the schools let out early. And so we and that's also prime teaching time for us. Most of our lessons occur from 3 o'clock on till 7 o'clock, usually from about 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're just nonstop teaching lessons. Most of our students are, school age kids. So we ended up, canceling lessons for the day. We're going to reschedule and come back tomorrow and teach some makeup lessons. So we kind of made the executive decision. I was like, well, we're going to cancel lessons and then close down the shop. And I was able to go home and be with Angela and be with Aiden and like that down the hatches. But yeah, and we got the fancy radar app. I don't know if you don't have this app, I suggest getting it. Let me find it. It's called Radar Scope. It's a fancy radar app. And it shows you where all the cells are and the storms and the warnings and lets you tap into different radars. Where are we at? We're in Canton. All right. Right now, so we're good right now. It's pretty clear. We're past all the nasty beanie bros. Check this out, Serenity. So I had to I have this beanie from Lolly's Loops, amazing. And then this beanie from Lolly's Loops, also amazing. And then this beanie from Lolly's Loops, also amazing, sitting here at the shop. But I grabbed the Under Armour beanie for whatever reason. I like Under Armour stuff. They make nice stuff and things. Nice stuff and things. Those Under Armour people. Their t-shirts are very comfortable too. So not sponsored. Not sponsored by Under Armour yet. All right, so cool. P-Draw, thank you. The audio's good. Yeah, the live that I did a week ago was just off of the webcam mic, and it was like Oklahoma. It was just okay. I'm going to grab this mic real quick. Sorry if it's funky. Got the CAD. Oh, sorry. Bang. Bang, bang. The condenser mic. There we go. So I've got the condenser mic running through my audio box USB interface into the MacBook. And so right now the audio is going through actual mic this time. So I think that's going to help a lot with the voice sound. Now, we'll do a guitar test here in a second. I have a feeling the guitar sound is going to be hot garbage. But we can discover that together. All right. Got the Wolverine shirt on. I'm also a fan of the Wolverine shirts. Those are nice and comfortable. Under Armour. I got a black Under Armour, just a normal black t-shirt that is like so stinking comfortable. It's redonkulous how comfortable that Under Armour shirt is. Excuse me while I exhale Coca-Cola Zero. So yeah, thankfully in Canton, no major damage. Now north of us, pretty far north of us, is Paris, Texas. And it was pretty crazy. Lots of damage north of that. Multi-sooner one. Hey RNA, haven't been watching the videos since August. Suddenly lost my wife August 12th. We were married 30 years. She was just 53. Oh man. I'm sorry to hear that, multi-sooner one. Tremendously sorry for you and your loss. I can't hardly imagine that. I lost my uncle 2 months ago, and that was pretty rough for us, the family. He was a good man, and it was a difficult thing. And it makes you think a lot about that kind of stuff and how to face that. And so man, deepest sympathies, my friend. 30 years is a long time. And man, my heart goes out to you, dude. I can't imagine. Well, we love you. RNA Music family loves you. Big bro hug. We love you. Anything we can do, just let us know. And very I'm glad to see you back. I'm glad to see you engaging with us again. And I'm really just at a loss for you, my friend. So it is very difficult. My dad lost my stepmom back in '08, and a big catalyst for us moving back home to Texas from Oklahoma was when my stepmom was about 13 years younger than my dad. They married in the adult life after divorces, and she was a widow, and he was pretty lost without her for a bit. And, we moved back home to Canton, Texas, and essentially to help him out. So, and be there for him. So, yeah, I know it's got to be tough, especially at night, but man, nothing I can say or we can say is really going to do a lot to help with your feelings, but, reach out as much as you can and, surround yourself with friends as much as you can. So you'll be in our prayers for sure, multi-sooner. It's a difficult thing for sure. What I was saying was, there's tremendous loss today in Texas. I know in Paris, Texas, so some of the tornadoes touched down. I saw a video of people kind of sorting through the rubble of their home, trying to find blankets and clothes. So tremendously difficult day for a lot of people today. Again, I came back to the shop after all the danger has sort of passed over Canton, Texas. I told Angela, like, hey, I got to go back to the shop, plug everything back in. I unplugged all of the amps and all of the computers and all of the internet and all the electronic devices. I unplugged at the shop before I left to go home. Came back, plugged everything back in. We got to get ready to teach some makeup lessons tomorrow. Weather will be clear. And I thought, while I'm here, uninterrupted, we're going to test this CAD audio mic and see how it does for you guys. So, man, thank y'all for hanging out with me this evening for a minute to chitty chat and talk guitars. Feel free to ask any questions. This is not an episode of Ask RNA. Angela and I will probably film an episode of Ask RNA tomorrow. We were going to do it today. Storms got in the way. So we're going to film Ask RNA tomorrow sometime, probably before our lessons or after our lessons. Maybe we'll do it live. And that's another thing. I'm trying to get this all set up. Possibly we could do Ask RNA live tomorrow. So that might be happening. Yeah, tactical 6 strings. It was, pretty nasty line of storms today in Texas. Northeast Texas, I guess. So, yeah. Leah Galau said, I hate tornadoes. I'm afraid of tornadoes, snakes, and drugs. Yeah. Man, we had I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, we had about 9 tornadoes slam into our area. So Canton is in Van Zant County, which is east of Dallas. About 9 tornadoes, just bam, 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 just one after the other slammed into our county. 4 or 5 of them just railroaded right through Canton. And, thank God our shop was fine. Our house was fine. We only live just a few minutes away from the shop, so we can get home pretty quickly. And my dad lives right behind our shop. So my dad is literally a building behind us. But that was ever since that happened. And we had students lose their homes, and we had one of our students lost their grandfather. In that storm. So loss of life, loss of homes back 4 or 5 years ago, and some major. Now, ever since then, we take tornadoes and warnings a little serious right now. When I was a kid, we didn't have, I don't think we had as many tornadoes. I think they tended to be more out in West Texas. And then as they I don't know. As the years have gone by, it seems like the line has it's drifted east. So just in the last 10 years, for sure, we've had more tornadoes locally than I can remember my entire life growing up here. Somebody said, "What's Bitter Baseman up to? Multi-senior one." I was like, "Let me ask him. I'll text him." He's at home, washing his tights. So yeah, he's at home. I texted him in the middle of the storm. Me and Angela were all hiding in the shower in one of our bathrooms. Aiden has a giant bed platform I made out of 2x6s and plywood. He was like hanging out. He was hiding under his bed. I mean, it's like a heavy duty thing that I built for him. So it's a yeah. So I texted Paul in the middle of the sirens going off. I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing? Are you outside yelling at the storm?" Because I could totally see you being outside yelling at the storm. So Leo go live. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. The amount of tornadoes we've had lately. And, you know, we're in November. Happy November, y'all. It is November 4th. And, you know, normally tornado season for us is kind of March, April, May. That's generally tornado season in East Texas. Occasionally we do get them in the fall. I mean, there was one time on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, y'all, we were hiding in the hallway of our house with all the doors shut and covered up because the siren was going off. Christmas Day, because it was 74 degrees on Christmas Day, and then a cold front came through and it dropped down to like 40, and of course, that was crazy. I freaking love Texas. I freaking hate tornadoes. So Bitter Baseman's probably asleep. He's not texting me back. I have to get him over for our live stream. Although I don't know how good that will be. I can't censor Paul live. I can edit him on the pre-recordeds. No, he's pretty good. He's pretty good at self-censoring, like at work and stuff and things. But yeah. All right. So who we got? We got how many people watching here? Oh, there's 10 of y'all. 10 of y'all. Soto Cat. Hey, what's up, man? What collectibles? What are you collecting besides guitars? Do you collect anything besides guitars? Quick shout out, you guys. Type in if you don't mind, type in real fast where you're at. Like, what's your location? And I can get an idea of who's here and where y'all are from. I'll grab a guitar in just a second, and we'll test the sound of a guitar. I don't know how that will work. Normally, live streaming guitar doesn't work very good. It just don't. So I'll test that in just a second. Let me open up another window. A window to your soul. I hope you guys where y'all are at, your weather is okay. I know the line it's keeping on moving east. So hopefully the strength of it is dissipating as it continues on. It's a pretty long swath from like Austin up into Oklahoma. Pretty major storms, multiple storm systems. We had several big storm cells in our area. Luckily, some of them went right below Canton and went right above Canton, but one went right across the storm cells in our area. Ooh, luckily, some of them went right below Canton. That's me. Inception. Let's move me down to the other screen. Thank you, Ryan. So I can bring that over here. When I play this guitar, I can come back and check it really quickly. My gut is telling me that when I play the electric guitar in just a second, it is not going to sound great. But, you know, we'll see. multi-sooner. Yeah. Okay. Boz Rocks, Austin, Texas, home of Adam Lamar from Warefoot. San Angelo. Steve from Boston has a playing and talking thing squared away. You know, you are freaking right. I need to talk to him. That's who I need to talk to. Yeah, because he does. His live streams are good. He's playing. I wonder. Well, I'm using StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard to stream. And StreamYard is sending it to YouTube. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, I think it's going to go all warbly. What do you say he's got? THU. There's, what is the first little bit will be okay. And then I'm gonna get all funky because the processors are trying to process. Let me go to my settings in here. There's echo cancellation going on, so let me turn off the echo cancellation for a second and see if that does anything. I'm gonna test this over here. Let's see if that does. The first little bit will be okay. It goes warbly. And then I'm gonna get all funky. All right. Well. Oh, wrong key. Forgot what key I was in. I need a pick. TH-U by Overloud. Let me tune this thing. We've had major humidity changes, obviously, today with tornadoes. Oh, yeah. And, yeah, it was kind of hot earlier, and now it's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not like a pro at the finger picky stuff. Let me scooch back a little bit. Yeah, that's right. I remember you did get a CMG guitar from us. I was like, I recognize your name. Finger picky stuff. What was the first thing I learned? The first thing I learned was the song that shall not be named. That was the first finger picky thing I did. I learned it finger style, even though it's actually hybrid pick. You know, pick and fingers. Yeah. I could probably mess with the volume of the amp. That would probably be a good thing to do. Yeah, I can see that the mic is clipping when I go louder. Let me turn this down a little bit. You can't go down very much. You know, it's freaking Mesa Boogie. So it's like, it's either on or it's off. I'm going to play with the levels. Play play with the levels on the condenser mic here. Sorry. Dang it! I can't be playing stuff that's gonna get me demonetized. That's one of my favorite fingerstyle things. I don't even like the Beatles, but I like Blackbird. It's a great song. Pork Chops RV. Hey. Glad to see you on the live stream. Well, we don't do live streams very much because it's always been a technical challenge to make it work. I could never get the video quality or audio quality up to snuff, you know. I really should pick Steve from Boston's Brain. I was asking Robert Baker because he does live things every now and then, and the last few ones he's done, I've watched, and he's playing and talking. I'm like, dude, how are you doing that? And it sounds so good. And he's like, I'm just using my phone. I'm like, bro. I've tried using my phone to live stream, and the guitar will sound fine, but the voice will sound like crap. So I could never get that to work. It's always been a challenge. Let me read the comments. Rhodey's Jam Cave. Hey, Rhodey. Tactical 6 String says he's got an SE 30th anniversary with the Floyd. It's very squared away, solid guitar. Stock pups are good too. I have, let me grab it real quick, Tactical, so you'll appreciate this. Tactical. This is my, it might be 30th or 35th. I think it might be the 35th. I don't know. How many anniversaries that PRS has? Has PRS had? So this is either a 35th anniversary or 30th anniversary. Something. This is an anniversary PRS. SE Custom 24. And it's got a... it just has like the PRS trim. I don't know if it's a Wilkinson trim or what, but 35. 35th. There you go. Thank you, Pedro. I cannot remember anything. And this was the first guitar I've had in a really stinking long time that had a trim. And I was incredibly shocked at how amazingly stable this PRS SE trim is. It's not a locking nut or anything. And this thing, and it floats a little bit, so you can pull up just a smidge. And you can dive. And man, this thing made me a believer in PRS trims. It was not the prettiest color. I got this from Sweetwater, I think. And it was at the end of the year. These are probably just the last ones they had in stock at the end of the year. So they were on clearance, probably at dealer cost. They were blowing these things out. And I saw it, and I was looking for one. And Angela was watching me look. She's like, why don't you get it? And I'm like, well, if you think it's a great idea, I'll if you think I should. If you think I should, I will. So I got it. Kind of an ugly brown in a way. Actually, it looks really nice on video. I gotta say that. But it really reminds me of my very first guitar was a Takamine GZ300 Texasaurus. There's a Texasaurus outside. I had a Takamine GZ300, which is an electric guitar, and it was a wood grain finish, and it wasn't quite quilty like this, but it was this reminds me of my first guitar, and so I actually do kind of like it, even though it's probably not the most popular color. Probably not the most popular color that they put out, but it made me a believer in the PRS trims. And then I guess last year sometime I came across this PRS Tremonti. Oh man, in the ultimate of all ultimate colors, transparent black. And of course I love single cut guitars. This is I don't know what year it is, but it was made in Korea, so it's a Korean thick body, fat Tremonti. I got it used, and so It's the best of both worlds. I get to have my single cut that I love, single cut shape that I love, but it's got the PRS trim on it, so you can do all the little, you know. Come on. I need some gain. I don't have enough gain for harmonics. I guess I could show you. We'll just have show and tell day. So yeah, this is my Tremonti. This is my most recent PRS acquisition. It's got the the signature, Paul Reed Smith's signature SE. It's a fat body Tremonti, still made in Korea, which nothing against the Indonesian stuff because they're doing a tremendous job. But I'm kind of partial to the Korean guitars. It's PRS day. My other PRS SE. Now this one, it's got a quilty top, but it's an even super, super, super darker brown. It's even darker than the other one. So you can't hardly make out the quilt. And this is the Frederick Akesson SE. Frederick Akesson from Opeth. It's got the sweet wraparound bridge. I think it's Tone Pros. Tone Pros wrap bridge. Really fat body. Super fat body. It's got, theoretically, it has a little bit deeper cutaway than all the other single cuts. That was something that Frederick wanted and came up with. I think this would be like a 245 is the scale length. The thing I really liked about it, though, probably can't see it, is the birds. The inlay on the birds. They're kind of a kind of like an abalone. They're like almost like a dark abalone. But that kind of got me going because I like abalone a lot and I like the birds. And yeah, this is a cool guitar. I think I have it set up for. Is it for drop? I don't know. Yes. I think this is for a lower tuning. It's probably completely out of tune. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 245. Yeah. Yeah, that's... I'm either in... What am I in? D standard? Oh. Just down a half step. I like tuned down a half step. Oh man, I like that. Cool. I need to play this guitar more often, apparently. I haven't played guitar yet today. At all. We've been avoiding tornadoes all day. Is that how that goes? Something like that. I can't remember. I don't know how that sounds. Let me know if the did the sound get all warbly with the with the distorted guitar. That's where live streaming it seems to go pretty bad with the guitar. Yeah, I have this one. I think this is I think I have 10 to 52s on this guitar. I guess I could play the video myself and listen to it, Ryan. Tornadoes. That's not horrible. Except for the playing.
I like.
Huh. All right. All right. Huh. Well, that sounded better than I expected. Maybe the condenser mic going through StreamYard, going through the PreSonus audio box interface. Maybe it's not the worst thing in the universe. Anyways, okay. I am playing through the... See if I can spin my TV. I don't think I can. I'm playing through the Mesa Boogie. Dual rectifier, of course. That's my... kind of my favorite amp, I guess. This is a... mid-90s? Mid-90s 2-channel dual rectifier. Sounds good. I brought that in here. Of course, I also have the Devil Cat Jimmy in here, which is very boogie-ish in a lot of ways. And so my kiddos, let me see if I can grab this camera. Forgive the... All right, yeah, so there's the Devil Cat. Devil Cat Jimmy's 2 channels. It has a separate dirt overdrive you can add to it. So in a way, it's almost like 4 channels, but it's really not. It's 2 channels with a stackable dirt on either channel. And then of course the Mesa Boogie. Dual rec is kind of my baby that I like a lot. Now the Devil Cat is great too. I mean, don't get me wrong. Devil Cat is really good. But man, these boogies are, I don't know. I'm of that age or whatever, or era. Like, those were killer amps. And I tell you what, they get pretty good clean sounds too. Like, I can get pretty hot and spicy. Not hot and spicy. Tasty cleans out of the boogie. Like, it gets nice cleans. Honestly, if you dial it right. Yeah, that's actually a cookie jar tactical 6-string. It's a Stormtrooper helmet. You can, there's a little thing you pop open his head and then you get the candy brains out. That's for the students. Every so often, if they do a good job, they can get some Stormtrooper brains as a treat. It's been a long time since I've given Stormtrooper brains out though. I have a shelf over there that's got a bunch of Star Wars stuff on it and a plethora of Thor items. Forgot how that one went. How'd that song go? song that me and my buddies, Paul and my friend Steven, wrote forever ago. Can't remember how to play it. Yeah, so, yeah, why would you not have Star Wars stuff around? I think, we're just big kids. Anyways, so this was my other PRS, the Frederick Akison SE. That I like a lot. Set up for the lower tunings. Then I've only got one more PRS. I'll show you guys that. And this is my my dirty PRS S2. Yay! S2 in whale blue S2. Why is there a ding there? What the actual crap? How did that happen? You'll see that? I am... Where did that... I don't know where that came from. I do not remember that. Oh well. Crap. Somebody hit that pretty hard. Anyways, this was my birthday present to myself when I turned 40. Because I wanted a, I wanted a USA guitar for my 40th birthday. Because that's an achievement, lasting 4 decades on this stinking planet. And so, of course, did not have the budget for, a core model. But I did have a Sweetwater credit card and enough credit to get an S2 PRS for my 40th birthday. And, yeah, I like it. I like the carve to it. I like the flame. Yeah, same thing, Leo. Like, I do not. I mean, if I did that, I ding my guitars. I've got a bunch of guitars. I've dinged plenty of them. That is a healthy ding, and I don't remember doing that. Like, that's tangible. Yeah, Terry, it is a whale blue, pretty dark blue, and I don't have a lot of light in here so much, but whale blue, flame top. You know what's funny? What's funny, y'all? I got this stinking PRS S2. It's their budget-friendly USA guitar. The affordable USA PRS that was still like $1,400. These are like $1,500. I think I got a little bit of a discount from Sweetwater or something. It was still like 14 something. And now these things, like right now in 2022, the S2s are like 1,800. 1,800 for an S2, which I'm like, that's a lot of money, y'all. That is a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot of money. And I realized I am officially old now. That wasn't me. I didn't do that. I realized I'm officially old because the last time I was at the Evil Empire shopping around. Right. Yeah, you could get a CE for 19. I was looking at Les Pauls. I wasn't on purpose looking for Les Pauls, but I was just looking around, and they had some nice, a Les Paul standard, like a 2022 Les Paul standard, nice looking top. It was like $2,250. I was like, that's not bad. I could probably buy that. That I wasn't. I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked at the price of a 2022 Les Paul standard. Sorry about my chair. I wasn't shocked at the price. So I guess I'm old now because $2,200 used to seem like impossible to get a guitar. And now I've paid for transmissions, had electrical work done on the house. I've had stuff done and I'm like, all right, I'll go take out a loan for $2,200 or $5,000 or whatever. So, and it was, like I could, if I really, really wanted a new Les Paul, I could probably figure out how to find maybe $2,200 for for a Les Paul if I wanted to. Maybe. That's still a lot of money. But my point is that the PRS S2s have gotten to a price point where it's like, you know what? I could, for a couple $100 more bucks, I could just get me a Les Paul Standard with like a nice top on it. Like, I know they're not the same thing. They're obviously two different animals. But you could buy a Les Paul Standard for not much more than the S2, which is kind of in a different category. Well, I would have to go to the bank, pay draw, and be like, hey, can I borrow $2,200? And nowadays the banks will be like, yeah, okay, sure. I have credit. I can get the credit to go out and buy. I could finance a $2,200 Gibson if I wanted to. I couldn't write a check or pay cash for one. I could finance one. Let's change that up. That's how I got the stinking PRSS too. Is I financed it through Sweetwater, like 18 months, no interest. All right, we can do that. We can make 18 payments, right? Yeah, I wish I was financially independent where I could. I wish I could just sling some cash for what I wanted to. That would be good. I closed all my rings. I hit all 3 goals. Ryan, you reached all your daily activity goals. Thank you. Calories, exercise, and standing. Amazing. Oh, crap. I still have to go for a walk, though. So, Angela's not watching this. She's at home doing something else. She would have commented already if she was watching this. So, I sent her the link so she could watch it. She's not watching it. Yeah, I did see. Here's what's crazy. I did see when I was scrolling Reverb the other day. I found a 91 Gibson Firebird. I think I talked about this last live stream. Not a Firebird. Flying V. 91 Flying V. Dark red, cherry color, same, perfectly matched my Gibson Explorer and my 91 Explorer. I wanted it so bad. And it was like $2,200. $2,250 used. Man, that was on my. I have a list, a trifecta, as I want a Flying V that matches my Explorer, and I want a Les Paul Custom that matches my Explorer. I have a Les Paul Standard that matches the Explorer. It's the Cherry Les Paul Standard. It's a '96. But I really want a custom. I don't think Big Al. I don't think I've played the USA Hamers. I've played some import ones, but I don't recall if I've actually played any USA ones. I know I've seen some, like at the guitar shows, the Arlington Guitar Show or the Dallas Guitar Show. You know, I know I've seen them, but I'm pretty sure I haven't picked up and played any of those. How's the sound? Guitar Show or the Dallas Guitar Show. It's still there. I'm still talking. Amazing. Yeah, I would love to. Try some. Leo Go Live says he's been wanting to play drums lately. Don't have room for a kit. Well, Leo, a good option would be get 2 drum kits. Plenty of room, right? Plenty of room for 2 drum kits. No, you can get an electronic kit. Like nowadays, the electronic kits, you can get, they're pretty compact. And a lot of them will come with mesh heads that are reasonably realistic feeling. And, you know, they got digital sounds. And, you know, you used to have to spend $2,000 on a Roland V-drum kit, you know, like 15, 20 years ago to get a nice electronic kit. And nowadays, technology is just ridiculous. You know, I mean, think about the phones we had 20 years ago versus the phones we have. It's Angela. There's Angela. She's on my phone. You could get an electronic kit that's pretty compact, and that would get the job done. So, I don't know. You guys tell me how y'all feel about Gibson right now. Like, I always have this sort of love-hate relationship with Gibson. Like, I freaking love my Gibson Explorer. And I really like my 96 Les Paul Standard that Angela and I got. And a lot of my heroes stinking played Gibsons. But, as a corporation, they're super annoying. The corporate overlords at Gibson are so annoying with their lawsuits and all that kind of mess. But, the guitars themselves, looking at the guitar, the instrument, this is just a chunk of wood and plastic and metal and magnets, right? This is an inanimate object, right? The guitars themselves are, and there's something about them, I guess. It's nostalgia, right? Because our heroes and the pioneers of guitar music played Gibsons. And so there's just something about them, So I kind of like them, but I have to separate the tool from the company that makes the tools, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, and P Draws, they're in the business to make money and satisfy stockholders. It's all about the bottom line. Gibson is like most huge corporations. Yes, absolutely. And what's sad is the regular Joe people, the regular Joes, the GI Joes who are down on the factory floor actually sanding the bodies and spraying the finish and doing all that stuff. Those aren't the people who are making the corporate decisions. So it's kind of sad that, the guys and the girls who are down there actually building the guitars with their own hands, really don't have much of a say in anything. They're just employees. So, but it seems like, and you guys let me know how you feel. It seems like lately they've been making a big push to improve their image and apparently improve the guitars. I have not played a 2022 Gibson. I've seen them on the wall at Guitar Center, and I'm like, that looks pretty good. I could probably take out a loan for that and get kicked out of my house. But I haven't played one. But I've heard on the internet people playing them. They're like, they're really good. They're really great now. There's no tooling marks, and a couple of things you would see on them from 2 years ago. Like the quality's going up is what the rumor is. Rumor has it. But I don't know if that's true or that's just people on YouTube saying it because Gibson sent them a guitar. Or, I don't know. I don't know. Jim Woodard, he says you have a Gold Top 50 standard. Is that like a 2022? Was that like a new one, Jim? Super curious. Tell me. If so, how would you compare it to one from like 3 years ago? Do you feel like there's a significant shift in quality in the last year, over the last couple of years? Okay, Jim says 2022. Phil, Tactical Six String said Phil has had bad luck with Gibsons lately. Yeah, I try to watch. I watch most of Phil's videos when I have the time. I remember him getting some, like an R8, R9, whatever he got. He got some Les Pauls, and some of them weren't great. But I wonder if they were 2022s. I have to go back and hunt through his video. Yeah, the point is, I've heard that the 2022 models, there's a significant difference in quality and craftsmanship of the 2022s versus the 21s and the 20s and the 19s and stuff. Okay. Well, like I love my 96 Les Paul Standard that we got, and we have a beautiful story about how we got it. And I freaking adore my 91 Gibson Explorer that I bought in 1992, used for $500 with a Gibson case. That from my first job bagging groceries and stocking shelves and mopping floors working in a grocery store as a 16-year-old kid A 16-year-old kid in 1992. Is it really 30 years ago? Is 1992 really 30 years ago? Because it doesn't feel like 30 years ago. It feels like months ago. Right? I don't have any of the Gibsons here at the shop. Gibsons usually stay at the house. I keep them there. Every now and then I'll bring the Explorer or the Les Paul up here and play it in lessons. And just, for the kiddos so they can see one. They really like the Explorer, the kids. Leo, you were 92. Jim, you were 14 and 78. All right. Nice. I was born in 75. I graduated in 94. I graduated high school in 94. And I bought that guitar. I think I must have been a freshman or a sophomore. Yeah, well, I had to be 16 because it was my first job. My first real job working for somebody other than my parents. So Still got that Explorer, man. I love it. It's got all the dings and the worn frets and all that mess. 64 is the last year for boomers. Yeah, I'm confused about the generation thing. I'm definitely a Gen X. I'm definitely a Gen Xer. We were talking the other day, millennials get such a bad rap. But, millennials are like 30-year-olds now. It's Gen Z is the new thing. I mean, my son Nicholas, my oldest son is 22. He was born in 2000. And then my youngest son was born in 2005. So I guess they're Gen Z. They're not millennials. They have to be Gen Zers, I guess. Oh, man. Stayed for 2 years. Yeah. I still am trolling for a 75 Les Paul Custom. I know it. I don't know if it'll be good. Phil McKnight told me, don't get one. He's like, don't get it. People buy their birth year guitars, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's not that great, Because the ones that are great from those years are, people have them. And the ones that are for sale are generally not the great ones. So, it might be a lost cause finding a 75 Les Paul Custom that's in good shape and is actually a good player. But I just joined a group, you guys. I just joined a group on Facebook called, I think it's like the Les Paul group or the Les Paul fan page or something. I don't know. Let me find it real quick. You guys tell me if you're in this group. Let me find it. I was just scrolling Facebook, and I came across this sick-looking Les Paul. Oh, the Gibson Les Paul. The Gibson Les Paul is the Facebook group. And I clicked on one, left a comment. I joined that Facebook group because I have a Gibson Les Paul. And now, like, every third post I see on Facebook is the Gibson Les Paul group, which is crazy. Like, I like them, but I don't want to see them every third thing, Yeah, if y'all are in, let me know if y'all are in that group. Is that the new social media? Yeah, I'm kind of bad at social media, really. I'm not super great at posting consistently. I look at it pretty regularly, but I ought to be making a post every single day for the RNA Instagram, the RNA Facebook, and all that stuff. I'm doing good just to shoot 1 or 2 videos a week on YouTube. Oh, Jim said I left that group because I had a photo of my Les Pauls and they took it down because a Fender headstock was visible. That's crazy. Yeah, I posted a picture. I posted a picture on there. I was like, sorry about the other guitars, but this is the only picture I have with my Les Paul. I don't know if it's still up or not. I should scroll and see. But I had to hunt for like a photo on my computer of my just the Les Paul. I had a photo with the Les Paul and the Explorer, and then a couple of other guitars on the side of it. So there's some cool pictures on there. And one guy, there were a couple of dudes who had sanded down the neck of their Les Pauls, which I kind of thought was cool. And one of them had like a fairly old, I don't know if it was like an 81 or an 82, or it might have been a 78. And he sanded down the neck, and the neck was maple, right? So I think it might have been a late 70s one. And it was all super flamey. Like the neck of that like late 70s Les Paul was crazy flamey neck, and he sanded it down and oiled it. And I was like, that's stinking cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm not in very many groups on Facebook. I'm in a few groups. I'm in a Schecter group because I love Schecters. I'm a Schecter dealer. I don't post in it very often. I think I'm in the Mesa Boogie group. You know, I'm in a few groups. I'm in the Solar Guitars group, and I don't even own a Solar. I just like Ola. I mean, maybe someday I'll get a Solar, but you know, I'm getting up there in guitars. Yeah, it doesn't have to be mint, you know. Obviously, I can't. I'm still torn up now about my S2. Like, that's a pretty good ding on the body of it. I don't even know how that happened. I don't get overhung up about that. A lot of my guitars that I buy for myself, my personal guitars and my personal guitar collection, most of them I'll buy used. And when you buy them used, like, well, this was used. It's in pretty good shape. I mean, there's no dings or in it, but there's, you know, light, obviously, you know, pick marks in the finish and like fingernail marks and, you know, light stuff. No chips or cracks, but, you know. But I don't mind when I buy a used guitar if it's got some wear, because that means it's been played. And again, I don't mind so much when you ding. I think what upsets me about that S2 is because I bought it brand new. That might have been the last brand new guitar that I bought. Is it? No, it's not. The last, you want to see the last brand new guitar I bought? Brand new. Let me grab it. Last brand new guitar I bought. I tell you, it's so new. It still has the sticker on it. I haven't even taken the plastic off and the sticker because I want it to think that I might return it. I don't want him to get too comfortable, right? I also have a love-hate relationship with Fender. You know, people hate Gibson for being buttholes. You really ought to hate Fender just as much for being buttholes. Yeah, I got a thing for blue guitars. Blue flames. Fender's super a-holes too when it comes to suing people and like protecting their copyright. And man, there's some a-holes as well corporately. But I just never, you know, I never got along really well with the scale length, the 25.5. And I don't like single coils. I don't like single coils. I like the crunchy goodness of the humbuckers. Humbuckers are my jam. But I generally get a guitar for my birthday. And you're out of tune. I generally get a guitar for my birthday. And I wanted something. Of course, I have a truckload of Schecters. I've got like 4 or 5 Schecters that are basically the same guitar, different color. I've got a couple of CMGs. I've got, you know, 3 single cut PRSs. Oh yeah, we're out of tune. A couple of Epiphones. multiple Washburn idols. I love freaking, I don't, where are they at? They're all at home. Are they at home? Several Washburn idols that I stinking love, which are basically single cut guitars. But all those guitars are pretty much 24 3/4. The PRSs are 25 1/2, except for the Frederick Akison. It might be a 245. I'm pretty sure it's a 245. Only one of my multiple Schechters is a 25 1/2 inch scale. So, because I grew up on playing Gibson Explorers, and Gibson scale length guitars, that scale, I like the 24 3/4 is my thing. I like the 25 as well. And I do got to turn on my boost pedal. I kind of decided to get this because it is absolutely different from everything else I have. And so it's outside of my comfort zone. And that was the reason I got it was, like I have a buttload of essentially the same guitar in different colors. This is definitely a different beast. This is definitely a different beast than my other guitars. So it does feel and play different, Tactical, your comment was held for review. Let me click it. Sorry. Yeah. There it is. YouTube flagged your comment, Tactical. They're a bit stretchy. However that goes. What was the... Something like that. I don't like that hum though. Yeah, that hum is annoying. But you work with it, I guess. I guess if you got noiseless single coils, though, that kind of eliminates the point. Although, I have a couple of buddies who play Strats, and they use EMG single coils. I stinking love EMGs. They use EMGs, and you get rid of that hum, but you retain the spankiness. I don't know. And both of these dudes, they're not like rockers who wanted the EMG single coil. That would be me. Like, I'm a rock guy, and I'm like, I'm going to get me some EMGs because I like EMGs. One of these dudes is like a total like blues dude. Like, he makes a living playing guitar. And I was surprised when I found out he used EMGs. He's like, bro, you use EMGs? That's awesome. And my other friend, Tim Worley, from Uncle Book and the Jalapeno Overdrive. Tim uses EMGs in his Strats, and you know, he freaking loves them, right? So I'm gonna have, I have not brought myself to replace these single coils. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna leave them stock Fender single coils and just deal with it. Just deal with the hum. This doesn't have any dings, right? I think I got this. I think I got this in January of this year. So, yeah, 10 months ago. 10 months ago, I got this. Still has a sticker on it. I have a couple of students who are into playing country songs, and Garth Brooks and Dunn. I got some Merle Haggard songs. Yeah, some good stuff. I had one student who wanted to learn some Florida Georgia Line stuff. I'm like, oh man, if you're gonna play country, at least play good country, right? But I have fun playing the old country stuff. And Brooks and Dunn's not. Well, I guess they are old, but they're not like Merle Haggard old. They're less old than Merle Haggard. But I'll bust out the telly for that stuff. And it does have a surprisingly unique sound when you put it under some gain, and it has some real cut to it. And I always think about a lot of the stuff Jimmy Page did with Led Zeppelin. He actually played a telly on a lot of the Led Zeppelin stuff. We always think it's a Les Paul, but they say, rumor has it, that he played a lot of tellies. So, but this is my last new guitar. Yeah, pretty sure. I don't. Get in there. Freaking telly headstocks. I hate that. They don't want to hang in hangers. What I need for my birthday is a new chair. That's what I need. A new chair. How many people are here? 15 of y'all. Dadgum. I appreciate all y'all hanging out and talking. 15's like, that's a lot to me for like after an hour and 14 minutes of yammering about tornadoes and guitars. So, Garth Brooks and Alan Jackson old. Yeah, isn't it sad that we kind of think that those are the old guys? And it's like, those aren't old guys. Johnny Cash is old, and they're not even the oldest. Yeah, I don't love telly headstocks. They make me nervous. Like this string swing is brilliant. They are brilliant because you can rotate that sucker. It's Angela. What's she texting me? String swing is amazing. Oh, she's sending me TikToks. I better not watch that on. No telling what might get said on TikTok. String swing does a great job, but I have a lot of these fixed hangers that are just stuck. And man, you put a telly in there, it's like that ain't gonna hang. That ain't hanging right. That ain't hanging right. It is 10:57. How many steps do I need? Crap. I need 1,600 more steps to close out my step counter for the day. I'll do that before midnight, though. Garth is 60. Who was it? Somebody I was, some rocker player that I like. Someone was saying, well, oh no, it was like Johnny Depp. They're like, Johnny Depp is 60 years old. I'm like, Johnny Depp is 60 years old. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. I guess he is. I mean, I'm 46, so I still feel like I'm like 32 in my brain, in my mind, or I still feel like I'm 25. I feel like I'm 26. Like up here, just wiser because I've made more mistakes. But yeah, it's crazy how fast time flies. It really does. You guys got any questions for me before we shut her down so I can go walk down the street? That's right. You're talking about 21 Jump Street? There's more Texas sources outside. Oh, Angela's sending me TikToks. Oh, she's sending me and Paul. We're in a group chat. Me and the Bitter Bass Man and Angela are in a group chat. We send each other memes and jokes. 21 Jump Street. Man. Yeah, that was way back, actually. Tone Talk live stream. Was that Tone King? Was that Tone King's live stream? I'm just here messing around. Metalhead hippies on. Ah, yeah. To the Tone King. New Tone Day. Let's see. Oh, he's playing. How about that? Well, you can watch me watch the Tone King. Hey, how about that? Cool. All right. Yeah, I don't live stream regularly. Oh, it's Angela in the house. Hello, Angela. You're amazing. I'm just telling them how you send me TikToks and the Bitter Bass Man, our group chat of memes that we send each other to laugh. Yeah, we don't live stream very often because we've never been able to have the internet speed or the camera or the microphone or whatever to make it look pretty good. You guys who've been watching for the last hour and 20 minutes, how do you feel about the quality of the video and the quality of the audio where you guys are sitting? Is it pretty decent for live streaming, or is it horrible? Let me know. Pork Chops RV says it looks and sounds good. Well, good. Well, Angela, I told them earlier, if this looks and sounds good, we'll probably do our Ask RNA tomorrow, which is like in an hour from now. I mean, it'll be an hour from now. Tomorrow. Tomorrow sometime on Saturday, we'll probably do our Ask RNA live. That'll save us a little bit of editing and stuff. So, oh yeah, we do. Fall back, time change tomorrow. Oh, I'm so excited about that. It's the good time change. Yeah. Thank you, David. Thank you, Pork Chop. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Thunder Falcon. Your favorite speaker. My favorite speaker is probably Jordan Peterson. Maybe? No, I don't know. You mean like amp speaker. I don't have a particular. I mean, I like, very cliche Celestion V30s, whatever's in my Mesa cab, which I think is Celestion V30s. Sound great. Is that what kind of speaker you meant? All right, are you watching? Angela's watching TikToks right now because she's sending them to me. She's sending me TikToks on screen on my phone. I get all kinds of weird stuff on my my TikTok feed. There's a lot of like relationship advice, which not that I need relationship advice. I don't need any relationship advice. Been married for 23 years. I think we kind of got it figured out. Pretty much. But, you like one video and then the algorithm feeds you 400 more of the same video. So now I get to watch other people be dumb and watch guys and girls straighten dumb people out. So that's kind of funny. I like Jordan Peterson. I like him. He's really interesting, thoughtful. David said he likes Bad Cat speakers, which are V30s with the doping removed. Adds a little chime to the top end. I'll have to check those out. I think the Devil Cat has V30s in it, and my Mesa has V30s. I'm not sure what's in. I have a 5153 cabinet, 5153 head and cabinet. I'm not sure what's in the 5153. That would be a good experiment, actually, to roll that 5150 cabinet out and do like a shootout between the different cabinets. That would be interesting. I have a Randall 2x12. It used to be a combo, and the amp died, and I turned it into a cabinet, and it has the Celestion 7080s, which I think are like probably budget ones. budget ones, but they're not horrible. They're not terrible at all. Yeah. What was the one I was looking at? I need to I have a little Fender Super Champ XD little combo amp is what I use up at the church, and it's got a Fender 10-inch speaker in it that is just crap. And I've read a bunch of places, if you want to improve the sound of your little Fender Super Champ XD, take the Fender 10-inch speaker out and put a Ragin' Cajun, an Eminence Ragin' Cajun 10-inch, and it will make that little Super Champ sound like $1 million. So, in the back of my mind, I've been like, I should get an Eminence Ragin' Cajun for my little Fender Super Champ XD. What pedals do I use? I can show you, probably. Actually, I don't know if I can show you. Oh, there you go. I have a tuner. I have a J Rocket overdrive. I have my dual rectifier channel switcher. That's the one I use the most, switching channels. And then I have a TC Electronic Hall of Fame and a TC Electronic Flashback. Those are the that's what's on that pedal board. I don't know if you can hear me. That's what's on that one. That's the backup pedal board. My main pedal board is actually, I think, in storage. And on it, I have the Boss RV300, which is like a working man's Strymon. It's got the built-in reverb and delay. I don't even know 5% of what that thing will do. I just found a nice setting that has reverb and delay built in. And I had on that pedal board, it's got my Boss TU2. It's got the Boss pedal. That Boss pedal basically replaces the Flashback and the Hall of Fame that I have on this pedal. So I got in one big pedal, it can do what the Flashback and the Hall of Fame will do. And then I have the Green Carrot Pedals Company Cornstar Overdrive, which is hands down my favorite overdrive pedal of all time. I've got a couple of others. I've got this is just a boost pedal called the Moore. The M-O-R by Randall. We're Randall dealers. I got that. I've got a Super Overdrive. I've got a Zakk Wylde Phaser. I got a Trotsky Drive, which is like a fuzz pedal, which I never use. I've got a couple of Jam Man pedals. And what else do I have? I've got one more. Crap. It's on the other pedal board. Oh, I do have a Pumpkin Pie by Green Carrot Pedals. By Tactical 6-String, thank you for hanging out and chatting. I appreciate it, man, so much. Wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out in the shitty chat. A Pumpkin Pie by Green Carrot Pedals is a dual fuzz pedal. And I'm not normally a fuzz pedal person, but I got that from Green Carrot Pedals, which I love. It's a dude in England. He makes these at his kitchen table. It's Green Carrot Pedals. Go check them out online. They have some really cool stuff. And I got that from him, and it's a killer fuzz pedal. If you like fuzz. Big John in the house. I do still play my telly. I play the telly usually in lessons with the kiddos when we're playing country songs. Good night, Jim. Thank you for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. It's midnight in Virginia. Yeah, it's 11:09, and I still got to get 1,600 more steps in. So I'm gonna have to shut this down in just a second and start walking. Walk to the house from here, probably. I could walk to the house. It's about a 10-minute walk from the shop to our house, so we're not too far away. Maybe 15 minutes. Okay, that's a little bit longer than 10 minutes. But I could walk to my house from here if I had to, as long as there's no tornadoes. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We're almost at an hour and a half. We're gonna shut this off at an hour and a half. That'll give me plenty of time to go on my walk and get my steps in. Let me know if you guys would like to see more live stuff. You know, either just me doing some live chitty chats with y'all. We'll probably do some Ask RNAs live, Ultra Lord live. If this works out, that was my ultimate goal, was to start being able to do more Ask RNAs live. But it's been a struggle to get the quality going. Thank you, Pork Chop. I am going to do, so we're using StreamYard. I could bring on, I could interview people like with this. And so that's what I'm going to do with my buddy Ike at Flipside Music in Denver, Colorado. This is how we'll do our podcasts. When I set up the RNA Music podcast, we'll probably be doing it through StreamYard here. It seems to work pretty good. I would love to do some chats with Ike. Me and Ike have been trying to get some live streaming stuff going together. No one ever invites us onto theirs except for Jim, the practical guitarist. Jim invited me on. Thank you, Jim. You legend. But other than Jim, no one else has ever invited us on their live stream thing. So, Ike, Mr. Flipside, and Mr. RNA, we're just like, we're going to do our own. We're just going to, me and you, we're going to do this, and we're going to talk a bunch of smack about everybody else in the industry. No, we won't do that, because that's not nice. But it would get a ton of views if we talked a bunch of trash. But we're not going to do that, because we're nice guys. We're good guys. But we will have a lot of fun. I love Ike, man. He is just the best. And he is so fun to talk to, and such a genuine dude. I realize it's strange that I have two friends that are like Italian. Ike's like Italian. The Bitter Bass Man has lived in Texas for so long now. He's only like quasi-Italian. Paul. But Ike is like super Italian. And I just love his approach and his viewpoint and how he, how he does things. Yeah. Exactly, Big John. He's just like, no BS, man. Like no freaking BS at all. And I love that about him. So I can't wait to do that. We're gonna do some live stuff. He's as soon as they get their internet straightened out, their new place, and maybe I can talk Robert into doing something with me. But this is fun. I enjoy this. I enjoy the live streaming thing. Sounds Texan. It's kind of funny. It's like maybe Texans are just Southern Italians. I don't know. It's nice. That's like they treat people with respect. You get treated with respect. You treat people with disrespect, you get the smackdown. So, yeah, I mean it's really fun. So I'm glad it's only taken us 10 years to straighten out our live stream, and get fast enough internet. Our internet is crazy fast. I've got a decent camera. I think it'll do 720. Will it do 1080? Oh, it'll do 1080, but I have to upgrade StreamYard. I have to pay money to StreamYard to stream in 1080. That's what it is. And I don't want to pay that monthly fee to StreamYard. I mean, maybe I will eventually, but Big John, just rewind it. Just go back to the beginning, Big John. Just back to the beginning. If tornadoes didn't blow you away, just rewind and watch. I actually played some guitar this time. Sound testing. I'm gonna go back and watch this on my phone afterwards, the replay, so I can see and hear what it sounds like. Actually, while I'm walking, while I'm getting my steppy steps in and my exercise, I'm probably gonna listen to this on my phone and see how it was. So, well, you just moved to the wrong part of Texas, Big John. Some parts of Texas have fast internet. Rural Texas doesn't have super crazy fast internet sometimes. So, all right, you guys, I am going to be a failure at life if I don't get my 1,600 steps in before midnight. I cannot do that. I cannot not get my steps in. I am on, let's see, how many days has it been? Let's look. Angela, how many days has it been? 748 days, you guys. 748 days of getting at least 10,000 steps. Crap. Oh, man, we had quite a few days last week of like 16,000, 17,000 steps. Right now I'm sitting at 8,520. So I've got to get 1,500 more steps before the day is over, or I have failed. Thank you, Pork Chop, for hanging out. Appreciate it. Cam Demand in the house. I'm about to stop streaming, Cam Demand. I'm about to go. Cam Demand. You're going to have to go back and watch from the beginning. But hey, tomorrow sometime we're going to live stream, I think, Ask RNA episode 364. So tomorrow, stay tuned for an Ask RNA live stream. Today it is 11:15 p.m. Friday, November the 4th. So Saturday, November 5th. I don't know if we'll do it tomorrow morning, before lessons, or after lessons tomorrow. But if I figure it out, I'll put a little post on YouTube, and I'll say, "Hey, we're gonna live stream blah 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 blah." So I'll post that tomorrow. Oh yeah, no, Big John, I've got crazy bright yellow shirt that I wear when I'm walking outside in the dark with my flashlight. So I've got the crazy bright, super high vis shirt that I wear when I'm walking at night. I've got a crazy bright flashlight, and I have a Glock. So it's good. I'm safe on all accounts. All accounts of the nighttime walking. So thank you guys. I appreciate you all very, very much. It means a lot. And if you guys would, I would appreciate it if let me scroll. Where did he go? Oh, multi-sooner. Was it multi-sooner? Where'd you go? Where'd you go, my friend? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Well, whatever. Some of these comments, man. All right. Yeah. Multi-sooner one. That's what I was thinking. Multi-sooner one. If you guys would please, if you're into prayer, say a prayer tonight for multi-sooner one. If you don't pray, just think positive thoughts. Say something nice about multi-sooner one tonight before you go to sleep. He's dealing with the loss of his wife, and that is a tremendous thing. Oh, there you are. Yeah, if you guys would say something nice for multi-sooner, say a prayer, say something out this evening before you close your eyes, and let's just encourage him if we could, because that is a challenging time for sure. We went through that with my uncle. He lost his wife a year before. Things went rough for him, and my dad, same thing has happened to my dad. It's a very difficult time, man. So thoughts and prayers and encouragement for multi-sooner. I appreciate that. All right, thank you guys so much. We will see y'all tomorrow with a live Ask RNA. I don't know yet if it'll be in the AM, if it'll be before noon or afternoon. But probably noon, from like noon to 3 or 4ish, we'll be teaching makeup lessons. So it'll be either before noon Texas time, or it'll be after 4 o'clock Texas time tomorrow. So as soon as I know, I'll put a little community post on our YouTube thing. Community post in YouTube. So check back in the morning tomorrow, and we'll see you guys in a live one. So thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Until then, keep the music alive until tomorrow. The music needs you. We need the music. We need to keep it alive for the next generation and for ourselves. Music can be very healing. So, pork chop, teaching on Zoom. Awesome. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow, whoever shows up. All right, man. Y'all all have a good evening. I got to go walk. Go walk. Walk on home, boy.